Welcome to Business Incubator, where we discuss some of the challenges that entrepreneurs and business owners are having right now and some of the strategies that you can use to continue to propel your life and business forward. And in this episode, I want to talk all about harnessing opportunities in this time and how to shift your mindset and launch yourself towards your dream life, even right now. So today I have Trez. And Trez is a business and executive coach, transformational consultant, spiritual teacher, healer, trainer, and author. She has worked with thousands of clients, dedicating over 30 years to empowering men and women to live a life by design. I love life by design, so this really connects with men. And whether your desire is to create more money, time, freedom, or fulfilling career, better relationship, health, a lifestyle you love, or all of the above, she can show you a simple, proven system of unlocking the power within you to create anything you desire. So thank you so much for coming on, Trez.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. And thank you for doing this. I think this is such a perfect time to offer so many resources and ideas and perspectives for people.
Absolutely. And I love how many people actually jumped in and wanted to support their community. So I love seeing how many influencers actually care, which is phenomenal. But let's dive in. Tell me more about what are some of the opportunities that you're seeing in the market and how can we take advantage of them? Because I think people are focusing a lot on all the bad things that are happening, not necessarily that it's their fault, but all the media is focusing on is everything bad happening in the world. So how can we find those opportunities in a time of devastation, really?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the first thing I want to say is, I'm not here to pretend that things aren't happening in the world. There is a crisis. We are in something real. And I love the Japanese word for crisis. It's actually two symbols or two words. And one of them is danger and the other one is opportunity. So there's both danger and opportunity in every single crisis. And so we want to acknowledge the danger. We want to take care of ourselves. We want to take care of our family. We want to look at what do we need to pivot? How do we take care of our finances? How do we keep ourselves healthy? So that's very real. I actually have a friend, in the hospital right now. So I'm praying for him. This is a really real thing. But there's also great opportunity. And we can't control everything. And so what we can do is we control our focus. And that's really what I help people do is control what are you focusing on? Because it's times like these where people are forced to step up. They're forced to step up into creating change, into making something happen, into shifting their way of being or thinking or doing, and to find a new way. And so finding opportunity, there's just, these are the times where legends are made. And these are the times where millionaires are made. These are also times where, people begin their financial demise, or they give up, or they retreat, or they can, constrict back into a small life. So what I love to offer people is it's all up to you. You get to decide. What is there for you? What is calling you inside to be greater, to do more, to give more, to shift what you've been doing? Because life is all about change, right? Life is all about change. Life is all about evolving. Life is all about growing. And so what I would love to tell people is ask some questions. Ask questions about what are the opportunities here? I'll give you a quick example, and please stop me because I can just go on and on. I as a coach, my clients are doing incredible because they learn to pivot. They learn to always pay attention to what's going on, and they know how to be prepared for stuff like this, and to also know that these things that happen aren't greater than the power within them. But I've also opened up my calendar to offer free laser coaching for a number of people. And hopefully by the time this is out there, I'll still have room on my calendar. I would love to offer coaching. I've had conversations all day, every day. And actually this morning I had two interesting conversations. One, a gentleman called me very worried, very stressed, very anxious. His wife said he hasn't been sleeping. He's been very depressed, just worried about all the changes. And 10 minutes into the conversation, we realized he's not even doing what he loves. He's not even doing what he's passionate about. And so being able to shift into that, we came up with a plan to really start to move into his dreams. And so these are the times where you get to start to ask yourself questions, not look at what's no longer available for you, but give you an opportunity to say, okay, well, what else is there? You know, what else is there for me that I can do? Another example, a woman I spoke with this morning, you know, again, her company or business is really stopped because of what's going on, and she is panicky. And we did notice there's a pattern in what's going on in her life. And what we realized is she's always made problems, issues, concerns bigger than her. It's been something that's been happening to her. And you know, halfway through our conversation, you know, she really understood that the opportunity here is to realize that what is within her is greater than anything in her outside circumstances. Nothing in her past, nothing in her present. Not, you know, doesn't matter what the economy says. You know, I have a distinction between fact and truth. You know, the fact is the economy stopped. The fact is there's some businesses that are shutting down. The fact is people aren't getting income. The fact is people are sick. But the truth is there's a power and a strength within all of us that's greater than any problem that can happen, that can occur, any situations. And so those are gifts, those are blessings, those are opportunities. It's what's wanting to emerge, what strength, what muscle is ready to build in your life, and to have airtime. You know, because people just go through the motions. I mean, that's, you know, most of our existence, most of society is about going through the motions. And this is causing us to pause and ask some questions. And so I encourage people to ask questions that will bring up ideas, um, that will bring up opportunities to be bigger, to be greater, to find something within you that has been wanting to come out. I mean, I hear about people writing books now and doing videos, and you're doing all these interviews, and all of a sudden people have time. You know, what a blessing. What a blessing. So it's taking something that's dangerous, not pretending it's not there, but really looking at what am I focusing on? What am I focusing on?
I love it. And you know, I love that you mentioned that one of your clients actually discovered that he wasn't doing what he loved. I
Mm-hmm.
find that so many times people postpone the time to work on what they truly love, or even finding what they love, because of the job. Because we all need to pay bills, right? Or the family or something else. And right now is probably the best time to truly discover your passion and create that life by design, right?
Yes.
Because and you know, I find that I have those conversations with people all the time, and I always ask them, what did you want to be when you were a kid?
Yes, I
And
love that question.
for me, I'm one of the lucky ones. I do exactly what I want it to be, but I want to point out to people that it doesn't always look the same. So when I was a little girl, my dream was to be a teacher. And so
Mm-hmm.
I would go through the whole school, my first 8 grades or 9 grades, right? Asking my teachers to be teachers for younger grades. And they let me, and I loved it. And although that was my vision when I was a kid, once I grew up, my vision changed. What I wanted to do stayed the same. I still wanted to teach,
Mm-hmm.
but the outcome is I became a coach.
Yes,
I
yes.
still train and teach people, but in such a different way. So I can't agree more with you. I highly encourage people to truly dig deeper and discover what is it that they always wanted to do that they've been postponing.
Mm-hmm.
Look, if you had a job and you got laid off, I think you're in such a good situation. And don't get mad at me because I'm saying that. I'm saying that truly from my heart, because you are in the place right now where you can still get support and find what you love to do and start approaching it. You
Yeah.
are at home. There's nowhere to be.
Right.
There's not much to do.
Yeah.
So you can start digging deep within you. So tell me a little bit more about that life by design that you help your clients build. Is there some signs that people should watch out for that they're not living it?
Oh gosh, that's what a great question. I love it. Well, I could tell you the question you need to ask to make sure that you are living it is asking, what would I love? What would I love? You know, and you said you love teaching. And so you got to teach, and the form was different. You thought, you know, you were going to be in a little classroom, but oh my gosh, the universe had bigger plans for you. And you're stepping into what you love. So I love that story. And it really is, you know, what would I love? and not being attached to how it looks,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes we are restricted by the life that we've known or by our environment that we have. And so the universe has bigger plans. So I mean, and right now I think people are being shown the universe has bigger plans for you. These small ideas, these small things of what you think you should be doing is not good enough for you anymore. So asking yourself, what would I love? What brings me joy? What gives me passion? What makes me skip out of bed in the morning? Or what motivates me? Because whatever brings you joy, whatever you love, that's what you're meant to be doing.
Absolutely.
And the opposite of that is what you think you should be doing. And you know, it's like all the things that we think we should be doing, you know, it is pretty much a joke, because it's all of that's just based on programming. It's what society is telling us to do, what maybe our parents, you know, with all the love and the desire for us to be successful, you know, they wanted to keep us protected. You know, our friends, they tell you, you know, go get a good job. You know, what do you mean you're going to be an entrepreneur? It's very risky. It's scary out there. And so we, you know, so many people do the things that they think they should be doing, and they're not alive. So that would be the opposite of that. And you know, I had another conversation with someone who was considering closing shop today,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked him, if you had $1 million in the bank, what would you do? And everything, all the decisions he said he would make were completely opposite of what he was planning on doing with his business. And so again, we're looking at these events, these circumstances, these situations as controlling us, versus if I had all the resources in the world, these are the decisions I would make. And that's where the millionaires are made. That's where the legends are made. They're not looking at something that's going to hold them back. They're looking at the possibility, and they're turning those possibilities into probabilities by taking action. So
Oh,
that would really be something that would drive someone higher and forward.
oh, I love that. So again, the question is, if you had all of the resources in the world, what decisions would you make? And
Mhm.
for me, that is how I build my business. So it's a phenomenal question to ask. And I talk about it all the time. The quality of your questions will determine the quality of your answers.
Yeah.
So ask
Yeah, because
great
the
questions.
opposite. Otherwise, you're acting out of fear, and fear is only going to keep you constricted and make you smaller. So yeah, sorry to cut you off, but yeah, I love that.
And I want to talk a little bit about courage, because I think a lot of people right now, because they are closer to the fear, even though they're working towards overcoming it, they're
Mhm.
still lacking the courage to take the next step,
Mhm.
or to come from that place of abundance of resources, or
Mhm.
to ask that question. So what are some of the things we can do to increase that courage in us to actually do it?
Mhm. Well, I think you just said it. Actually, do it. Just take a step. Just take a step, because really the hardest thing is always that first step.
Yeah.
It's like we want to, you know, figure out how it's all going to work out before we even start. And we have no clue how it's all going to work out. You know, we have no idea what the universe has in store for us. And so we have to just take a step forward in the direction of our dreams. And then all of a sudden, the next step will start to unfold. I love this. I love the Indiana Jones movie. Did you ever watch it? It was like one of the
Yeah.
first ones where he's crossing this big open cavern, and he knows he needs to cross, otherwise, you know, that's where the treasure is. And but he has to take a step in faith, and you know, he's looking down, and you know, it's a drop off to his death. And so he takes that one step, and all of a sudden the step appears, and then he takes another one hesitatingly, and then another one appears, and all of a sudden he starts to gain momentum, and during the movie he just starts running across this open cavern, and he makes it to the other side. So it may seem scary. I mean, I'm not saying it's easy. It may seem scary. It may go against every part of us that wants to stay safe. But I would say the one thing we need to do is just take a step. Take any step. You may not know if it's the right step, but just take one step, and then all of a sudden the next step will appear for you.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to pivot. You'll be able to pivot. You know, I don't believe in long-term plans, but I do believe in long-term visions and dreams. And as you're moving forward, things start to unfold. It's where I'm at now is, I mean, nowhere near where I thought I would be. And you know, and I look at that with most people who continue to move forward, it's you can't even dream up some things that happen in our lives. And so taking a step, huge.
Yeah, love it. Thank you so much, Trez. And I know you have a resource that you would like to provide to our viewers.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I have a Manifest Your Dreams masterclass that I would love to share. It's content rich. There's a lot of real ideas to give you a perspective on how do you open up to the dreams in your life? What steps do you need to take? And what keeps most people from achieving their dreams? We've all heard lots of ideas, but there's some things that block people. And so I really do open that up for them in the masterclass. And so I think you have the link that you'll be sharing.
Yeah, so you
Get
can
that?
find the link under this video. Again, this is a link to Manifest Your Dreams Masterclass. I highly recommend you take Trez up on this. Hey guys, this is resources that are worth thousands and thousands of dollars, and you get them for free. So make sure you take this opportunity. Maybe one of the first of many, many, many opportunities that are coming your way, and actually go through this masterclass. Thank you so much, Trez, for coming on, sharing your wisdom, and showing us some of the best ways to harness opportunities today.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me and for creating this opportunity for people, really reaching out and helping people who need it. So thank you, Kat. It was amazing.
Stay safe.